Lovely viewers, welcome back to the channel where hearts flutter, stories bloom, and love always finds its way home. Today's story isn't just a tale. It's an emotional journey, a magical revelation, and a celebration of life itself. If you've ever believed in love, if you've ever held on to hope, or if your heart has ever skipped a beat for a fairy tale moment, then grab a seat, breathe deep, and hold tight. Because what we're about to share will melt even the coldest hearts. It's a story of two iconic stars, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, not just as global celebrities, but as two souls deeply in love, navigating life's most precious milestone. So let's dive in together with full hearts and warm smiles, because you won't want to miss a single second of what unfolds next. Now imagine this. It's late evening in Seoul. The skies are painted in hues of gold and lilac as the sun begins to tuck itself beneath the horizon. Inside a cozy yet artistically vibrant music studio, a man with a gentle expression sits before a grand piano. His fingers gently touch the keys, not playing yet but feeling. That man, yes, you already guessed it, is Lee Min-ho. But this isn't just any music session. This isn't about rehearsing for a drama or prepping for an award show. This is something entirely different. This is about love. It's about life. It's about her, Hye Kyo, and the beautiful miracle they now share. Can you feel your heart beating a little faster, lovely viewers? Because Lee Min-ho's is too. As soft candlelight flickers beside him and a small picture of Hye Kyo rests gently near the keys, Lee Min-ho begins to hum a tune. It's quiet at first, delicate, like the first whisper of spring. But slowly it builds, full of emotion, of memory, of dreams that once seemed distant now being lived in real time. And that tune, it isn't just a melody, it's a message, a love letter, a promise wrapped in harmony. It's a song for her, for their child, for the life they've begun together. Are you tearing up already? Because many fans were when word got out. Now let's take a step back. How did we get here? How did two of South Korea's most beloved stars, whose paths had intertwined but never quite met in perfect timing before, end up not only in each other's arms but celebrating the most sacred journey of parenthood? Well, it wasn't an overnight miracle, though it surely feels like one now. The connection between Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo had always lingered quietly in the background of Hallyu history. Two megastars. He, the charismatic king of modern K-dramas. She, the goddess of elegance and emotion, always admired each other from afar. There were moments over the years, at award shows, brand shoots, and private gatherings, where glances were exchanged, polite smiles shared, and maybe even the seeds of affection quietly planted. But as life often does, fate waited for the perfect timing. And when it arrived, it was unmistakable. It started with a simple collaboration, a joint fashion campaign that required them to spend days together on set. Fans initially exploded with excitement simply seeing them in the same frame. But little did anyone know that behind those perfectly styled shoots, real conversations were blooming, real laughter, real care, and slowly, yes, just like in the dramas we all binge on, real love. Our dear viewers, can you feel the goosebumps yet? It wasn't just chemistry. It was a collision of hearts that had waited long enough. And then came the secret getaways, the private dinners, the hidden smiles in paparazzi photos. And finally, the confirmation that stunned and delighted fans across the world. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo were officially a couple. The internet broke that day. Comment sections overflowed. Fan art soared. But even amidst the noise, they stayed quiet, protective, gentle, because they knew what they had was rare. But what came next? Oh, nothing short of magical. A few months after their romance became public, whispers started circulating in the entertainment industry. Lee Min-ho was spending more time than usual in recording studios. Not for a drama OST, not for a fan event, but for something private, something emotional, something deeply personal. And when a close source finally leaked that he was writing a love song, the fandom went wild. But it wasn't until a cryptic Instagram story appeared, just a short clip of piano keys and a female hand gently resting on his shoulder, that speculation turned into certainty. That hand. Fans recognized the delicate fingers instantly. It was her. Hye Kyo. Now pause with us here, dear viewers. Take a breath, because this is where the story gets even more touching. While Lee Min-ho was composing his song, Hye Kyo was preparing for something even more profound, becoming a mother. That's right. The couple had been blessed. And just like that, their love story evolved into a celebration of life, into the sacred role of parenthood. And Lee Min-ho's song, it was his gift to commemorate this new chapter. A tribute to the woman he loves. A promise to their child. A melody that would forever echo the moment he became more than just a partner, but a father. Are you crying yet, viewers? It's okay if you are. We are too. Let's go back to that studio now. Lee Min-ho finally plays the first full verse. His voice is soft, low, emotional. The lyrics speak of destiny, of finding someone in the middle of life's chaos, of loving someone so deeply that even silence feels like poetry. Then comes the chorus. Oh, the chorus. It talks of tiny hands yet to be held, of lullabies whispered at midnight, of building a home not with bricks, but with love, hope, and forever promises. And here's the most heart-melting part. Hye Kyo herself joins him in the recording. Not as a singer, but simply by reading a poem she wrote. Her voice comes in near the end of the track, barely louder than a whisper. She says words that only a woman in love and in awe of motherhood can say. And listeners, they lose it. The comment sections overflow with emotions, many unable to finish the song without crying. One fan wrote, "This is more than a song. It's a soul speaking. It's a family being born. Do you feel it now? That deep warmth in your chest. That's what true love sounds like. Picture this. It's a rainy evening in late spring. Not the gloomy kind of rain, no, this is the soft, poetic kind. The kind of rain that taps gently on windows like a lullaby. The kind of rain you want to dance under with someone you love. In their home, a quiet, hidden haven far from flashing cameras and noisy headlines. Lee Min-ho is in the living room, cradling a warm mug of tea in one hand, and with the other hand resting gently on the small curve of Hye Kyo's growing belly. The room is quiet. Just the sound of rain, the flicker of candles, and their two hearts beating in sync. Can you see it, dear viewers? Can you feel how time must have stopped in that moment? Lee Min-ho looks at her, not with the eyes of a celebrity, not with the pride of fame, but with the gaze of a man who can't believe that everything he ever dreamed of is right here in front of him. His eyes speak a language beyond words. Hye Kyo, glowing with the calmness and courage of impending motherhood, smiles back. That smile, the very same one we've all fallen for in countless dramas, now holds something deeper. It holds the wisdom of love that's real. Love that isn't scripted, staged, or rehearsed. And then, he does something no one expected. He kneels before her. Not dramatically, not for the cameras, but for her. From his pocket, he pulls out a tiny leather-bound notebook. It's worn, its edges soft from use, and inside it are lyrics. Pages and pages of lyrics. Notes, scratches, rewrites, and emotions scribbled at midnight. Every line, every metaphor, every whispered verse in that book is a letter to her. A letter to the child they're about to welcome. A letter to the future. "Do you want to hear the final version?" he asks, his voice tender. She nods, eyes already glistening with tears. And so he opens his phone, presses play, and lets the recorded version of the song, the one you've all been waiting to hear, flow through the room. Now, lovely viewers, pause with us for a moment. Imagine being in that room. Imagine hearing a voice you've loved for years sing lyrics that were never meant for drama ratings or album sales, but for one woman and one unborn child. Can you imagine how the walls themselves must have felt honored to echo that melody? The chorus goes like this. "In your eyes I found tomorrow. In your arms I found my home. Every heartbeat speaks your name. And now I know I'm never alone. Our little light will soon arrive. A miracle from up above. And every note I write tonight is a lullaby of love." Can you breathe, dear viewers? 'Cause we know our hearts just stopped. Now let's pull the curtain back even more. After this intimate moment between them, Hye Kyo does something just as beautiful. She takes his hand and leads him to a small corner of the nursery they've begun preparing. It's not extravagant. It's not gilded with gold. It's warm, soft colors, hand-painted stars on the wall, a little cradle with plush toys, and in the corner a baby book. Blank one. But the first page now has something. It has a lyric. His lyric, written by hand, followed by a message from her. To our child, you were made from music, from love, and from a promise that your parents will always choose each other. Every day, every lifetime. Yes, you may cry now, viewers. You're not alone. As news of the pregnancy gently made its way to the media through close family circles and trusted insiders, fans began to connect the dots. The recording sessions, the quiet outings, the way Lee Min-ho seemed to disappear from public events for a while, only to reappear more peaceful, more present, more glowing with purpose. What happened next was not a press conference, not a flashy Instagram reel. No, Lee Min-ho did what only a man deeply in love would do. He released the song quietly, anonymously at first. Just a single post on a private SoundCloud page. No name, no fanfare, just the title, My Two Heartbeats. And still somehow fans knew. Within minutes, the comments flooded in. Is this Lee Min-ho's voice? This sounds like something he would write for her. The poem in the outro, that song Hye Kyo, isn't it? And then the fandom exploded. People began to piece everything together. The lyrics matched the timeline. The voice unmistakable. And finally, someone from their team gently confirmed it. Yes, it was their song. Yes, it was their story. And yes, this was their way of telling the world they were expecting. The internet didn't just break. It dissolved into tears, laughter, tributes, reaction videos, and millions of reposts. Fans around the world created dance covers, lyric videos, lullaby versions, and one even composed a violin version that quickly went viral. But it didn't end there, lovely viewers. A few weeks later, at a small private charity event supporting single mothers and children in need, Lee Min-ho made a surprise appearance. Dressed in simple clothes, guitar slung over his back. He stepped onto a tiny stage in front of an audience of no more than 50. And with song Hye Kyo quietly watching from the back of the room, he sang My Two Heartbeats live for the first time. The entire room was silent, except for the sound of hearts shattering from beauty. After the final note faded, he looked directly at her, and in front of everyone whispered, This song was always for you, and now for them. And Song Hye Kyo, wiping a tear, simply mouthed back, I know. Is this the stuff of dreams? Maybe. But for Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, it's not fiction anymore. It's real. It's raw. And it's only just beginning. There's still so much more we have to share. How the couple is preparing for the birth, the secret video diary Lee Min-ho is recording for their child, the lullaby album he plans to release one day, and even how their pets are adjusting to the idea of a new baby in the house.